Today, we're building a practical toolkit of essential English phrases. The kind that will really boost your confidence in any daily conversation. So let's get right into it.
You know that feeling, right? When you're in the middle of a conversation and your mind just goes blank. You can't find the perfect words. Yeah, we've all been there. But today, we're going to change that.
So here's our game plan. We'll start by building your daily conversation toolkit. Then we'll cover how to ask for help, master workplace communication, and build stronger connections. And finally, we'll get you all set for your very next conversation.
First up, let's talk about your daily conversation toolkit. These are the absolute must-haves for making sure you're always coming across as clear and polite.
And our first phrase is a true essential. Could you please repeat that? It's so simple, so polite, and believe me, it's incredibly useful.
So when would you use this? Well, think about it. You're in a noisy room, you're on a phone call with a terrible connection, or maybe you just spaced out for a second and missed something. Using this phrase shows you're actually paying attention and you want to understand.
Okay, but what if you heard all the words but the meaning just didn't click? That's where this phrase comes in handy. I'm sorry, I don't understand. And hey, this isn't admitting you failed. It's just a really polite and direct way to ask for a little more clarity. This is perfect for those times when someone is talking a mile a minute or using some complicated jargon. And remember, it's totally okay, in fact, it's important to feel comfortable asking for an explanation. Good communication really is a two-way street. So, we've covered how to make sure you understand other people. Now let's move on to our next section, asking for help. We'll look at everything from casual situations to the more buttoned-up corporate world. This right here highlights something crucial about communication. Context matters a lot. With friends or in a store, "Can you help me please?" is totally fine. But in a more professional setting, something like "I need your assistance" just sounds a bit more appropriate, It shows a different level of respect. Here's another fantastic option, especially for work. "Would you mind helping me with this task?" This phrase is just extra polite because it recognizes that the other person is busy, and it gives them an easy out before you even ask for anything specific. All right, let's get even more specific. Section 3 is all about mastering communication at work. These phrases are really designed to help you handle professional situations with total confidence. When you need something from a coworker, being clear and respectful is the name of the game. This simple 3-step process works like a charm. First, get their attention politely with "excuse me." Then, just make your request directly. "Could you send me the report?" And finally, add a time frame to manage expectations, like by the end of the day. It's super efficient and totally professional. What if you're in a meeting and you need more info? This is your go-to phrase, "Could you explain that in more detail?" This doesn't just get you the information you need, it also shows that you're paying attention and you're actually interested in the topic. And of course, a huge part of work is just managing schedules, right? Here are 3 key phrases. To let someone know what works for you, you can say, "I'd prefer to meet in the morning." If something comes up and you need to change plans, "Could we reschedule our appointment?" is both polite and professional. And if you're the one causing a delay, a sincere "I apologize for the inconvenience" goes a long way. It shows you respect other people's time. Moving on to our next section, let's focus on building connections. Because let's be honest, communication isn't just about sending information back and forth. It's about building real relationships. One of the absolute fastest ways to build a connection is with a genuine compliment. Seriously, even a simple, specific phrase like "you did a fantastic job" can make a massive difference in someone's day. And this really shows the ripple effect. When you acknowledge someone's hard work, it doesn't just make them feel good. It helps build positive relationships, and it boosts the morale of the entire team. It's a total win-win. Offering help is just as powerful. And on this slide, we see 2 really great ways to do it. You can be proactive and ask, "Can I assist you with anything?" when you notice someone might be struggling. Or you can offer more general ongoing support with an open-ended phrase like, "Let me know if you need any help." Both are fantastic for strengthening teamwork. All right, we've built our toolkit. Now it's time for the final section, your next conversation. Let's pull everything together and get you ready to put these phrases to work. So what are the big takeaways here? First, politeness is always the right answer. Second, asking for clarity isn't a weakness. It shows you care about getting it right. Third, always think about your situation. Is it formal or informal? And finally, just remember that practice is truly the fastest way to build that confidence.
So I'll leave you with this. You now have this powerful set of tools ready to go. The only question left is, which one are you going to use first?